Welcome to section 3.6. This is the 31st session of the ISACA CISA exam prep series. In this session, we'll cover configuration and release management. We'll answer a few questions. Why do these processes matter so much? How does a configuration management system work? What do checkout and check-in actually do? And why are baselines so important? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because uncontrolled change is how stable systems quietly break. Picture a telecom running a critical billing platform. An untracked tweet goes in and reconciliation breaks overnight. With strong configuration control, every change is known and reversible. Your job is to confirm those controls exist and hold, especially the separation between developers and production. Why do these processes matter so much? Because complex systems have many moving parts. Hardware, software, firmware, and network connections. Configuration, change, and release management control all of them. They give consistent, unambiguous control over each component. Knowing the exact configuration is vital for reliability and security. So every change must be assessed, planned, and tested, then approved, documented, and communicated. That discipline keeps surprises out of your business processes. How does a configuration management system work? It starts by formalizing every maintenance request. Each request is documented, then signed off by a change control group. You might know that body as a configuration control board. Then careful control runs through each stage. Checkpoints, reviews, and sign-offs along the way. The whole thing spans the system's life, from requirements analysis all the way to maintenance. Much of it is captured in a configuration management database. That database records the hardware and software assets you own. For this to work, management support is essential. You implement it through a configuration management plan. And that plan covers more than just code. It includes documentation, test plans, and procedures too. What do checkout and check-in actually do? Think of borrowing a controlled item. Checking out pulls an item from the control environment. Crucially, it prevents two people editing the same code at once. When a change is needed and a change form supports it, the manager checks it out. After the change, it's checked back in under a new version number. For hardware, architects review and approve the updates, so the asset and inventory systems stay accurate. How do configuration tools support change and release? They run a clear sequence. First, they identify which items are proposed change effects. That feeds the impact assessment. Then they record the items touched by authorized changes. They implement changes strictly per the authorization records. They register each item change as releases go in. They record the baselines tied to each release. That's the version you revert to if a change fails. And they prepare the release to avoid human error and wasted cost. Why are baselines so important? Because a baseline is your trusted starting point. You build a new version only from baselined items. So the baseline becomes your reliable recovery source. Ideally, you base it on recognized industry benchmarks. Public security benchmarks are a good example. They show how to configure a system securely. And there's a second reason baselines matter. They keep systems to the least functionality needed. Less unnecessary functionality means fewer vulnerabilities. So what does all this mean for you as an auditor? Effective configuration management software is strong evidence. It shows management is genuinely committed to controlling maintenance. So let's bring it together. Configuration, change, and release management tame complexity. A configuration system formalizes and approves every change. Checkout and check-in prevent collisions and track versions. Tools assess impact, implement and record changes, and baselines give you secure recovery and least functionality. Control change well, and your systems stay reliable and secure. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on RooCloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.